Good morning, dear students. Now we'll have online TV lesson on the subject Communicative Normative Phonetics. And today we'll have the theme Intonation. We have plans in the theme. The first one is the components of intonation. And the second one is the intonation patterns. And the third one is falling and rising tones. And last, the discussion question is the functions of intonation. So, according to our plan, we have lesson aims. So, the first one is, after the lesson, you should obtain the information about the components of intonation. They are speech melody, stress in speech, the voice quality, and the tempo of speech. Then, you should know the differences between tones here, and you should obtain information about the functions of intonation. So, related to our theme, we have books. So, the first one is English Phonetics by Iris School of Tashkent 2007, and you should find the same on pages 61 and 93. And the second one is English Pronunciation in Use. It's a available book for you. And here, intermediate part, unit 54, page 116. And the third one is the same book, English Pronunciation in Use by Mark Hancock. But here, you should find the advanced part and the unit 39 on page 94. And the fourth one, and the most important one, is the internet site of the Thermostat University Distant Learning Platform, and there you should find the TerDU course, and you will find more information related to this theme. So, the first question is the components of intonation. So, we should know what is intonation itself. So, intonation is a term used to refer to the distinctive use of different patterns of pitch that carry meaningful intonation. So, what is intonation and why teach it, or why should we learn the intonation? The correct use of intonation is necessary to convey our message and to ensure that your speech is appropriate and natural sounding. And non-native English speakers tend to transfer the patterns of their mother tongue to English, and intonation is linked to this discourse, and it is also linked to grammar, but we will talk about it later. Intonation refers to the use of melody and includes rising and falling of the voice when speaking. And pitch. Here we should know what is pitch. Pitch is the rate of vibration of the vocal cords. When we speak normally, the pitch of our voice is constantly changing. So, you know, when we speak, our vocal cords vibrate. When do they vibrate? You know from our previous lessons, when we pronounce the voiced sounds, our vibration vibrate. What sounds are vibrate? What sounds are voiced sounds, you know? So, from the classification of consonants and vowels, all vowels and voiced consonants are voiced sounds, and all voiceless consonants are voiceless sounds. So, that means when we pronounce all voiced sounds, we feel vibration in the vocal cords. So, here you can see the vibration of our tone. For example, here is given example. Show me the money. Here is show is the vibration higher here, and here in the word money also vibration is here, but the tone is falling. Show me the money. Show me the money. The components of intonation. So, they are the units of intonation components. So, the first one is speech melody, second one stress in speech, the voice quality, and the tempo of speech. So, what is speech melody? So, speech melody is a variation in the pitch of the voice which take place when voiced sounds are pronounced in connected speech. And what is stress in speech? So, you know, greater prominence which is given one or more words in a sentence as compared to the others in the same sentence. And the voice quality. The voice quality is the coloring of the voice in pronouncing sentences, which shows the speaker's emotions. For example, joy, sadness, irony, indignation, anger, and etc. And the last one is the tempo of speech. The tempo of speech is the speed of the speaker. So some people speak quickly and while some others speak slowly. That's why tempo of speech is the speed of the speaker. Intonation serves to form sentences and intonation groups, to define their communicative type and to express the speaker's thoughts also, and to convey the attitudinal meaning. So one sentence, for example, may express different meaning when it's pronounced with different intonation. For example, let's take the word "isn't it ridiculous?" If we pronounce it like a question, it may be like this: isn't it ridiculous? Isn't it ridiculous? This is question. Now we pronounce the same sentence with falling tone and isn't it ridiculous? Isn't it ridiculous? So this is exclamation. So intonation patterns. What is intonation pattern or intonation group? So as we mentioned before, pitch, loudness, and tempo of speech, these three words are intonation patterns. And intonation pattern includes one nuclear and other unstressed syllables following or preceding of the nuclear. And intonation patterns serve to actualize syntagmas in oral speech. So intonation patterns consist of the following parts. So the first one is the pre-head, the head, the nuclear, and the tail, last one. So what is pre-head? Let's look at the individual. The pre-head is all unstressed or half-stressed syllables before the first stressed syllable. And head includes all the stressed and unstressed syllables beginning from the stressed one up to the last stressed syllable. And the last stressed syllable is called nuclear. And the unstressed or half-stressed syllables after nuclear is called tail. So let's look at one sentence. For example, it was a very sunny yesterday. So here we can analyze the patterns of intonation. So the pre-head here, it was a. These three ones are pre-head. I'll write the transcription. It was a. This is pre-head because they are unstressed syllables. It was a. 3 syllables and they are unstressed ones here. Then very sunny. These 4 ones are head of the intonation group. The first, there is the first stressed syllable, and ni from the word sunny is the last unstressed syllable. And the nucleus from this sentence is the day, because the day is the last stressed syllable. And after the nuclear here, yesterday. The word yesterday have 3 syllables and they are unstressed ones. That's why they are tail. Yesterday. Now pay attention to my intonation. It was a very sunny day yesterday.